Hey everyone, we're the Violet Reality.
My name is Prince.
Let me try it again.
My name is Prince.
What's going on? You know who I am.
Again? Yeah.
You know who I am. I'm Casey Rain. That's better. There we are.
That's Casey Rain. I'm Kim Camellia, and welcome to
This Week in Prince, episode 41.
Woo!
And I think you can guess what the big news of the week is, because it's right there in the thumbnail. And yeah, we just helped you out with the name.
Why are you wearing the completely wrong colour? I mean, I'm wearing Prince's favourite colour today.
Come on now. Everyone knows that Prince's favourite colour was purple.
It was
Purple
orange,
Rain.
goddammit.
It was purple.
Yeah, no, as you guys know, there's been a lot of speculation about what Prince's favourite colour is. You know, even if his favourite colour wouldn't have been purple, we think it was purple, but still, his brand was purple and he will always be associated with purple. So yeah, but...
Maybe people change. Maybe people have different favourite colours at different times in their life.
Or different times of the day, even.
Maybe you can have more than one favourite colour.
But leave us a comment, what do you think? Purple or
orange?
I think I know the answer. Purple.
My Name is Prince is the massive exhibition that is coming to London, to the O2. The O2 where Prince famously had the 21 nights in London 10 years ago in 2007. I was there at multiple dates. I met him. I was at after shows.
Look at
Look at the O2. There we go. And so to commemorate 10 years since the 21. This is the official tour book, by the way.
Yeah, the twins are in it and everyone's
in it. Prince posing by his car.
By the car, not by the Porsche.
I've literally had this since, like, I bought this at the first show that I went to. And then I went to several other shows and after shows, and it was an amazing time. So to commemorate 10 years since 21 nights in London.
There's now 42 nights. I accidentally said 41 nights because it's 42, an extra night. Yeah. So
to commemorate the 10 years since 21 nights in London, Paisley Parke have teamed up with a UK company called CID Exhibitions, and what they're doing is an exhibition at the O2 with a bunch of stuff that they've brought over from Paisley Parke, so like guitars and clothes, like the Purple Rain outfit, like one of Prince's canes, like the Raspberry Beret cloud suit, and a bunch of really iconic Prince stuff from Paisley Parke is leaving Chanhassen for the first time
to go on a trip to the UK,
to London, to the O2, which is fantastic because for many folks like us in the UK and in Europe and whatever, we haven't had a chance to go to Paisley Parke since the museum opened last year. This is absolutely fantastic thing that they're doing here. Due to the demand, they have doubled it from 21 nights to 42 nights, so there's plenty of opportunity for you to go. Get your tickets now. If you haven't already, you can get them on the official paisleyparke.com or mynameisprince.co.uk.
We'll put both of the links in the description for you so that you can pick which link you want to click on. And so
it opens on the 27th of October. There's a VIP opening the night before on the 26th. Family members are going to be there. I believe Parke is going to be there, possibly other siblings as well. We haven't had the official confirmation yet of who is coming, but we do feel it does look like Parke is going to be there. She's stated that on her Facebook. So you can buy tickets for the VIP opening on the 26th. They're pretty pricey though, about 140 quid, I think.
Each.
Anyway, but that's just for that first opening on the evening of the 26th. For all of the other days that the exhibition is happening, we'll be going on the first day, the 27th. You can get regular tickets and you can get VIP tickets. Now, the difference between the regular and the VIP, cost-wise, the regular tickets are about 20 quid or so.
So that's right,
VIP tickets are about 60 or so, I think. I can't remember the exact amount, but it's around like 60. That, And the difference being is that you get a much longer tour, you see more, you get a VIP guided tour by, I believe it's going to be one of the tour guides from Paisley Parke. You get to take photos, there is, I believe you get to, like at Paisley Parke VIP, I think you get to hold some items, like maybe one of the guitars or like something. We're not entirely sure. Like you got gloves and you get to hold stuff, take photos, and those are the main those are the main differences with the regular tour and the VIP tour. We are going VIP on the first day. We will of course be bringing you a report at the end of October when we have gone. It's going to be fantastic.
We're not sure if we can film there yet, but we will find out for you. Otherwise, you will see loads and loads of pictures. So do keep an eye on our Facebook as well, and also on our Twitter, of course, because we will bring you a report.
We'll be doing, even if we can't film inside, we'll at the very least be giving you our daily adventure blog of our day, getting ready to go and going and coming back and giving you our review. But that's still, couple of months away.
Yeah,
we're beginning of September
away,
now, and this is starting at the end of October, so we've got a couple of months before all this starts. If you're in the UK, or if you are in Europe, or if you
want to travel.
Yeah, if you want to travel and you can get to London in, most of it is going to be in November, but I think
there's a little bit
end of October,
yeah.
November, I guess spilling into December as well, I guess, but I'm not 100% sure. Then yeah, come to London.
Yeah.
Come hang out with the Purple family, the Purple Army in the UK. Come hang out with us. We'll likely end up going more than just on the first day.
Not all 42, but you know.
We'll be the tour guides by the end of it. Yeah, halfway through they'll be just like, you guys do it.
We'll be there so much that they'll have to kick us out of the exhibition. Yeah, no, but guys, it's going to be awesome. And once we know more about who's coming to the opening, like what family members, if there's anything else that we need to tell you, we will keep you updated.
We certainly will. We certainly will. Check the description if you need more info on the exhibition. And now we're going to move on to the rest of the news this week.
Yeah. Sheila E has a new album out, guys. So awesome. It's called Iconic, Message for America, not to be confused with her 2013 album Icon, and it's so awesome. Of course, her cover of America's on it and a bunch of other new songs, and they're just so cool.
Make sure you check it out. We love Sheila. We always love it when Sheila brings new music out, so make sure you check that out.
Yep.
Now, speaking of associated artists, let's move on to Andy Allo. If you were in the LA area, then Andy Allo is going to be playing at a venue called The Mint on October the 6th. So make sure you get tickets, go check out Andy Allo. She's a great performer.
She is,
So if you're a Prince fan, you definitely want to go and see Andy at least once.
True.
Not just Andy Allo in LA, but Judith Hill is going to be playing in LA as well at the Troubadour on the 25th of September. That is definitely a gig that you're going to want to check out as well. So check out the description. If you're in LA, there's lots for you to do. Go and see Judith at the Troubadour.
Lucky guys. Yeah, you got all the good stuff over there in LA and sunny. Like, you even get all the sun. I know, yeah. Maybe we should. Who knows? Maybe we will. As you all know, and we've talked about it quite a lot, Steve Parke has such an amazing book out with pictures of Prince in it, and they're like all rare and unseen ones, and they're so beautiful. And
the US release is about to come out.
It's about to come out. And the good news about that is that you guys will get some book signings. So he's going to do some book signings in the US.
Yep, so as you guys know, we've had Steve's book out here in the UK since April. Due to a difference with publishers, there was a big gap between the UK release and the US release. To make up for that, the US release is going to have an extra 16 photos and stories in it.
Some of them already out there,
Steve is going to be doing a book tour in lots of different cities, including Baltimore, Washington, DC, Edina, Minnesota, LA, and a bunch of them. So make sure you look on Steve Parke's page to get all the info about the dates. We're going to put it all in the description as well. We'll link to you in the description. But one of the really interesting ones that's happening, the event that's happening in Edina, Minnesota, that Steve's doing, which is going to be at the Barnes & Noble Galleria, is actually a really interesting and unique one.
It is, yeah, because Morris Hayes is going to be there. So you will get the chance to meet him as well and talk to him and talk to both Steve and him together, which will be really, really cool. So for all you people that are going there or like live around that area, make sure that you take some time out of your day to just go there and meet them, because they have such amazing stories, both of them do.
Yeah, for those who need a quick reminder, Morris Hayes was keyboard player in the NPG. Close friend of Prince, played with Prince for a very, very, very long time.
Really long,
in fact, even at 21 Nights in London, he was there. So he joined in the early 90s. He was still with Prince in the mid 2000s. And after that, so we met Morris. If you saw our MPG video, backstage with the MPG video, then you saw that we were hanging out with Morris backstage. That was an incredible, incredible gig. Morris is just such a fantastic musician.
Such a really nice guy as well. They're all so nice guys.
What you guys may not know is that the official Prince tribute that happened in late 2016, Morris was actually the musical director for all of the acts that played. So every single act that played, Morris was in charge of making sure the music and the song sounded right for that act. And we're talking about acts that, worked with Prince at so many different times in his career. So that's a really, really phenomenal thing to do. In fact, when we saw the MPG, because they were with Andre Simone, they were playing, songs from before the MPG was a thing. They were playing Revolution era songs. So the fact that you know, Morris can be like the director of all this and get everything together and sounding fantastic is just really, really phenomenal.
It's really impressive,
so if you are in Minneapolis or elsewhere in Minnesota, make sure you go to the Steve Parke and Morris Hayes book event.
Go say hi.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. We would be there if we lived in that area.
We would.
But oh well. We do hear that Steve is going to be coming to the UK in November.
Yeah, I think we said that last week as well. But do keep an eye out.
Exact dates are nailed down yet, but we are hoping to get an update on that very soon.
Yeah, you'll hear it from us first when we know more details.
Yep. So just to summarise, Steve Parke doing a bunch of different book signing events in the US. Links in the description.
And then also to our video with the MPG.
Yeah.
Speaking of Morris Hayes and the MPG, we heard from a little birdie that the MPG is rehearsing again. And usually rehearsals lead into more shows. Yeah.
So no news on shows yet.
Nope.
But
news on rehearsals. So they are rehearsing.
But it does look like we are going to be seeing some dates from the MPG popping up soon. We will be on it. We have those details and we can't wait. And if there are any shows near us, you know we will be there. And you should be too.
And if there are any shows near you, then you should go there.
Exactly. Go.
So there has been some new merchandise added to the Paisley Park website, and it's musicology themed, so it's really, really cool.
As you guys know, they just had the musicology event at Paisley Park. We're going to tell you a little bit more about that in a second, but first of all, they did some awesome artwork with Third Eye Boy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've seen his artwork many, many times. So there's some musicology Third Eye Boy themed artwork now available for sale from the Paisley Park website.
So go check it out.
Now, we just heard today that the results are out from the Paisley Park musicology event. As you guys know, we mentioned it before. There was a ton of bands battling it out to be the king, one of whom was that band Foe that actually played at at Paisley Park for Prince, not just a few months before he passed away, actually. I remember he was going on about them on Twitter and making lots of jokes about the name and stuff. That was one of the bands that was in the event, the musicology event that just happened at Paisley Park. But the winning band is a band called Black Alley.
So congratulations to you guys.
Black Alley.
Yeah,
We're going to link to them in the description so you guys can check out their music and see if you like them. I'm sure you will.
They're the first winners of the first musicology event at Paisley Park. I'm pretty sure there's many more to come, but yeah, congratulations, guys.
So they're going to get to like record and film and do all kinds of awesome stuff at Paisley Park. That is so cool.
Awesome. So cool.
Congratulations, you guys.
Yeah. American channel Showtime is going to show one of my favorite Prince movies, or like concert movies, Sign of the Times, on September the 16th. And if you haven't seen it, I cannot imagine that you haven't seen it being a Prince fan, but if you haven't seen it, or even if you have seen it a million times, go check it out if you have that channel, because it's always nice when they're playing anything that's Prince related on TV.
You know what's funny? I find that like if I have a channel and there's something that I like on it, even if I like own that DVD and VHS, I'd be like, oh, it's on, let's watch it.
I want to watch it, it's on TV.
But we could watch it at any time, like we literally own it. But it's like, it becomes kind of an event because you're like watching it with other people.
It's like when they were playing Purple Rain on TV, like loads and loads and loads on every channel after he passed away. And we're like, we're still gonna watch like the same movie on every single channel just because it's on TV.
Yep. Now, to finish off this week, there's some news that I think is really, really awesome. As you guys know, there's sort of been a bit of a movement politically in the US to like pull down all these old statues of people who may have been involved in the founding of countries hundreds of years ago. But now, history tells us that these people were, kind of problematic in a lot of ways. And, whilst everybody's known for a long time that, or taught in schools that, oh, Christopher Columbus discovered America, blah, blah, blah. Like, what people weren't getting taught in the last, 50, 100, however many years, and what people do know now is that it was not a peaceful event. It was people were killed. It was a violent takeover of a country, killing of indigenous people, massacre, stuff that we don't like. We don't like that stuff.
No, I know. People being driven out of their own country, so no. So
yeah, people. Some of these people were like, and then other people that have statues were like racists and involved in like slavery and all that kind of like nasty stuff. So there's kind of a movement amongst young generation of people to like put up statues of people that are actually better people.
Yeah. So actual influences that have never like done anything wrong in their lives or anything terrible like that.
Exactly. So there's a bit of a movement, and a few thousand people in Minnesota have signed a petition to replace the statue of Christopher Columbus in the state building in Minnesota with a statue of Prince. And I would just be so happy if that happened. I mean, that would just be phenomenal.
I also think it's cool, but then again, I want to start kind of a discussion about this in the comments, because I've read a couple of comments on this as well on Twitter and Facebook and such, that some people would be like, because Prince was quite religious, he might not have wanted that himself. So I want to know what you, our subscribers, think about it. We think it's quite a cool idea, but we also want to know what you guys think about it.
I think people like Prince should be honoured on that level, and I think it's only a matter of time before it happens, because you know, nobody would think twice if you saw a statue of, you know, Elvis, or
that's true.
You know, John Lennon, or you know, people like that, or like, you know, any of the old like, you know, blues singers and people like that. Like nobody would think twice of seeing. I mean, you know, there were statues of MJ when he was alive. There's more statues.
Yeah, like
of him.
history. Those really
like
big
now
statues
as well. So I would love to see, you know, Prince honoured with things like statues. I would absolutely love that. It would be so cool, especially in Minnesota. You know, who better to represent the amazing state of Minnesota than Prince?
So guys, so also, if there was going to be a statue of Prince, what kind of statue would it have to be? Like, what would like his pose be? What
playing guitar,
would it be? Yeah,
obviously.
Of course, but like, what era? Like, how would he be playing guitar? How would he be holding it? Like that sort of stuff. Like, what would you like to see?
I like that picture, the like stylized Sign of the Times one, where it's like kind of looking upwards. So it's like guitar. Like,
but that might be hard to do for a statue though, since you can't see his face when he's doing that.
I don't know.
So you might want to have one like forward facing. So yeah, guys, got a discussion going. Would you like a Prince statue? Would you not like it? And what would the pose be? What would the era be?
How about a giant Love Sexy cover statue?
Oh my god! Or like the whole stage of Love Sexy with like a big heart.
I don't know if the world is ready for that one.
We'll just put the whole stage as a statue. People got it. That's what we're doing.
Just a giant symbol somewhere, like 100 foot high.
Yeah, that's. But yeah, guys, get a little discussion going. We'd love to hear your opinions on this, and that wraps up This Week in Prince, episode 41.
I'm Casey Rain.
I'm Kim Camellia.
We are The Violet Reality. We will see you next week with more This Week in Prince.
Yeah. Peace and be wild. Bye-bye.
Hi, you've been watching The Violet Reality.
Yes, you have.
And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to
like,
comment, subscribe,
and share
share
this video with all your friends. Woo!
Thanks. Bye.
See you next week.